This is Grumpy Old Gamer coming to you today with episode number 3 of The Dwarves. It was a Kickstarter game that is getting ready to come out on Steam, and I've got it early. I've got an early press playthrough copy to show you and show off, and this is episode number 3. If you've missed episode number 1 or 2, you should be some links up above for you to get to see those earlier episodes. So make sure you go back and refresh and know what's going on. I also would like to invite you to subscribe and follow for more indie game goodness, because then you can find out about all kinds of good stuff I'll be covering. I have been having a lot of family problems, a lot of health problems, but I am trying to get back into the swing of things. So let's get into the game now, and let's load up where we were. Take a second to load up here. Hopefully you can hear me over the music. I think the settings are all pretty good though, so hopefully everything is going real well. Alright, we were just about to go outside into the world, so
How nice to see you again, Lotyonen. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
no, I think I've already got the bag. Don't I have the bag off to deliver it? What's going on? That guy was one big, gross
Utterly
looking
blinded
dude.
by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Alright, let's see. Is that where I gotta go to? Doesn't mouse over. Darn it, let's see. Okay, it looks like I can move to here.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Alright, let's see.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Let's see, let's walk further along the road until you make out more, leave the road and sneak up to the crows, and stand still and observe the scene attentively. Let's leave the road and sneak up on the crows.
The creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see two human bodies in the flattened grass.
Well, I guess you can't be stealthy. Alright, are we going into combat? What's going on here? Okay. Here, let's check out this body.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Ivrakis.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds. A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly. You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults. A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
Does this mean that Turgur the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say. You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover. You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Alright, should I stay and look for further clues, bury the dead, then continue on with my journey, and then continue your journey? Let's bury the dead. Let's bury the dead. Let's be decent about it. Let's Be civilized.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Alright, let's continue on our way.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
I've got a pop-up that says the game has crashed. Crash report next to executable if I'd like to share it with the dev. Let's see. Where am I? Let's try to get back into the game real quick. This is an early look. This is not a final release of the product, so please bear with it. Give it a little few a few breaks. I'm sure they're doing some last-minute polishing. This is an early release version, so let's load it up and see. All right. Let's see if autosave did anything for us here. Or do we gotta start over back where we were leaving? Okay, it helped out a little bit, so there we go.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
So there we are, and continue to watch what happens. Walk towards the children and greet them amicably, or give the farm a wide berth and continue on your journey. Let's see. Should I walk towards the children and greet them?
You walk towards the children. As you raise your hand to greet them, the boy catches sight of you. His eyes grow wide, and he points to you with a chubby little finger. All he can manage to say is, "There." Now the girl has turned to face you too. Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arms and runs screaming towards the farmhouse.
Oh boy. Okay, follow the children in the farm. Let's give the farm a wide berth, continue on the journey.
You don't wish to scare the children further, so you continue on your journey. You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Should I follow the path down to the gate or look over to the other side of the river? And the game crashed again. Another crash. Let's try rebooting it one more time. See how much longer we've got in this video. It's about time to end this video. Let's see if we got a quick save in there. I think I'm gonna have to start saving it a little often. Let's load this back up. Okay, let's just get around this farmhouse.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path. The boy...
Let's just give the farm a wide berth, continue on my journey. And let's see if we can save this. And let's see, let's continue.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden
And the game
palisade
crashed
has
again.
been erected to protect
I'm
the
gonna
village
reboot
from
my
attack.
system. I'm gonna reboot my system and check my drivers and come on back. But this has been episode number 3 of my playthrough series of Grumpy Old Gamer Plays the Dwarves. Big thank you to the devs for providing a copy of the game to review and play through and such as that. You won't be seeing this video for 9 days. I've got 9 days till I can show it to people, but I will have it in the vault and all ready to go. So thanks for watching. Make sure you follow, and subscribe up above, and go to the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.